Celeste is a 2018 game about climbing a mountain, and nothing else. In this charming little platformer, we play as Madeline Celeste, a 18 to 19-year-old seemingly going through a midlife crisis. I mean, I'd be having a crisis too if my life was mid. She's just somebody looking to casually climb the mountain, but not everything is as picturesque as it may first appear. Madeline is from the country with this flag, and through the power of its regional delicacy, she has the superhuman ability to dash. Now, can somebody please tell me which country this is and why all the women there are so hot? When I ask online, I never get a straight answer. Everybody always says trans, but this is the Transylvanian flag, and their regional cuisine is diet blood, which gives you vampire powers, not a speedy dash. After narrowly avoiding death for the first of many times, we move on to the first proper level of the game, the Forsaken City. Each level of the game introduces new mechanics, each one building upon the last. The Forsaken City introduces the mechanic of stealing traffic lights, which just about anybody can do. I'm serious. Go outside and cut some down. Go to your local park and take some ducks. No one will be able to stop you. At some point in our navigating of this decaying urban metropolis, we meet Theo, an up-and-coming photographer/online influencer. God, I feel like I'm gonna throw up. We get to talking, and Theo is here to follow in his grandfather's footsteps and take some photos along the climb. Theo. Nobody has said YOLO in years. And personally, I'm more of the fan of the phrase, fuck it, we ball. In memory of those who perished on the climb. Thankfully, we don't have to use corpses as navigation markers like they do on Everest. Hey James, YouTube statistics show that you are the only one watching my videos that isn't subscribed. Let's fix that, shall we? After waking up from our short nap, we find the world has gone a little bit strange. Deep in the old site, we find a strange-looking mirror, from which emerges an adorable goth Madeline, who probably represents Madeline's internal fear, depression, anxiety, other negative feelings, but who cares about that when Goth! This has also caused all those solid blocks we saw earlier to become liquid, which we can now dash into and use for platforming. Making our way up a bit, we find Madeline chilling with a skeleton. Nix my previous comment about the corpses as waypoints. Also, Madeline tries to kill us in a chase sequence, tracing our movements and generating clones, similar to the shadow clone levels from Super Mario Galaxy. After repressing whatever Madeline represents into the deepest recesses of Madeline's mind, where surely bottling up all these emotions for years on end will have no negative consequences in the future, we reach a payphone, where it becomes abundantly clear that this is not reality, as this horrifying event is something that could only happen in the worst of nightmares. A phone call with your mother. Waking up and retracing the path we took in our dream, we eventually reached that information kiosk with the payphone, and now that terrible dream becomes reality. Next, we ascend to the Has-Been Hotel, but the only demons you'll find here are Mr. Oshiro's, an employee of the now-defunct Celestial Resort, a man so attached to his work that his soul became bound to the hotel after his death. Madeline really just wants to pass through the hotel on her way up the mountain, but Mr. Oshiro keeps trying to upsell us on some luxury room package. To progress through the hotel, we have to help clean and organize 3 areas of the hotel, and in the laundry section, we encounter Theo again, who is doing his best to avoid Oshiro, and escapes through the ventilation system. Also in here we can find the quote-unquote origin of Celeste, a version for the Pico 8, a sort of digital console often used as a way of creating a game given a set of established hardware restrictions. Oh yeah, the main mechanics of this level are these dust bunnies made out of pure malice and hatred, which is coincidentally the emotions I feel when I see them, and these platforms that slowly rise and fall if we are on or off of them. Finally reaching the luxury suite, Madeline harasses Mr. Oshiro, causing him to have a mental breakdown. Transforming into this raging demon, who squeaks if you jump on his head. After Mr. Oshiro calms down a bit and returns to the hotel to clean up, we proceed to the next leg of our ascent. The next level is the Golden Ridge, a beautiful level set in warm tones against a mesmerizing sunset, where we yet again encounter Granny, who tells us not to take what happened with Oshiro personally, and tells us to be careful of the fine line between stubbornness and determination. The mechanics introduced on the ridge are these blue bubble things and... what was that? It must have been the wind. The chapter ends with a gondola where we meet back up with Theo and ride up together. Do you think this thing is safe? It was in fact not a safe gondola, and now Madeline is having a panic attack. So it is up to Theo to save the day. Teaching Madeline total concentration wind breathing, first form, feather in the breeze. This helps Madeline get her panic attack under control, and we safely exit the gondola onto sweet, sweet terra firma. This chapter begins with us following Theo into an ancient temple full of cramped corridors. Approaching a mirror, we find that all that remains of Theo is his phone. I'm sure he's fine. In this temple, we search for keys to open doors, press switches, and use these red orbs, which remind me of these red fish egg bait things. In the darkest depths of the temple, we find a gigantic mirror, which, surprise surprise, sucks us into the mirror world. But wait, according to Noriaki Kakyoin, user of the stand Hierophant Green, capable of using the undeflectable 20-meter radius Emerald Splash, there is no such thing as a mirror world. If you thought that this level's theme was Ancient Temple, you were wrong. It's actually facing the physical manifestation of your deepest, darkest fears. Why do I feel like I've done this before? Within this mirror world, we have to sneak around and manipulate these weird, flying, tentacled, many-eyed monsters to eventually reach Theo, who is currently trapped in an unbreakable crystal and needs us to carry him and find a way to set him free. After juggling Theo for a while, we eventually find a way to free ourselves from this place. To do so, we use our secret technique, Pocket Sand.
Pocket Sand!
The new mechanics introduced in this chapter are these blocks with faces on them, collectively known as Kevin, and the golden feather, which lets us fly around for a short time. Now we have to once again confront a physical manifestation of our deepest, darkest fears and anxieties, but this time, they're cute. This is easily one of my favorite sections in the game. Music, the level theme and design, constantly weaving around death orbs and death beams from battling. I find it all very fun. Through overcoming inner conflict, we have come to make peace with ourselves and become more powerful together than we ever were apart. We have gained the power of Jump Good and adorable goth Madeline. That's what I've been saying this whole time! Now, with our powers combined, we begin our climb to the summit once more. Passing through every level, each more difficult than when we first arrived. We've finally reached the final stretch. Time to lock in. After a long journey, we have a quiet moment of respite. Make our way down the mountain to bake a strawberry pie for all of our friends. Several months after reaching the summit, we return to the mountain to tackle another challenge. Instead of the summit being our goal, we are aiming for somewhere a little deeper. The core. Inside the mountain, things work a little different. Your dash doesn't recharge on solid ground, and the new mechanics we have to deal with revolve around fire and ice. The best part about playing this game for a second time is that you now have all the skills needed to perform skips like this. After stealing the heart of the mountain, we can access the final level of the game. Farewell, also known as what separates the arthritis havers from the have-nots. As in, if you finish this level, you will have arthritis. Oh hey Granny, good to see ya. You know, I had the weirdest dream last night. You died, I didn't go to your funeral, it was a whole thing. Anyways, good to see you're still alive and kicking. Oh no. Madeline won't be satisfied with just pissing on the earth. She's aiming higher. She's going to piss on the moon. Farewell is full of the most difficult platforming challenges and mechanics in the game, including exploding pufferfish, paraglider jellyfish. These new weird blocks. A bird. These blocks from the B-side take rooms, but now with 4 instead of 2, and every other mechanic from the game, all combined in ways and lengths that turn the difficulty up to 11. Wait, this can't be the end.
I don't like where this is going.
Now, to get past this wall, you can either find crystal hearts, 1 in each level, complete the B-sides, which are harder challenges based around the mechanics of each level. I particularly hate the Celestial Resort B-side. Or you can do what I like to call a pro gamer move. First try. Wave dashing and you. A practical solution for catching birds in space. Can't catch that bird? Fact, birds are hard to catch. Wow, it's fast. Also, it can fly. And part of you won't help. She's the worst. Impossible, question mark, question mark, question mark. Introducing wave dashing. We are now introduced to a new mechanic, Madeline's extensive experience with the character Fox McCloud from hit 2001 fighting game Super Smash Bros. Melee, also known as wave dashing. This game has built-in speedrun tech, and if you want to beat this level, you are going to need to master it, as the difficulty has been turned up to 12. This is it. We're almost out of here. So that was a fucking lie. After 100 deaths, this game tries to cheer you up. They knew exactly what they were doing with this room. And whichever dev put that last dash up at the end, there is a special place in hell for you. Literally a throne next to Satan himself. JK, we love you. But this one screen took me more than 40 minutes to beat. Even though I've beaten it before, I don't think I did any better this time. You know a level is good when you have as many deaths as any other level in the game, combined. Like, 2 orders of magnitude greater, and took more time than the rest of the game combined. Those total deaths on Steam, I wonder how many of those 11.5 billion were from Farewell alone. And now that we have finished the most difficult challenge in the game, we can finally rest.
Celeste.
Celeste is an amazing game that cured my depression. Then Farewell gave it back, along with arthritis and carpal tunnel. A great return on investment.